Hello and welcome to another Betfred Sports video right here in the Quest Media Network studio. Peter, welcome back. You're a day late. You've been down in Tiverton covering a big political issue. Tell us a bit about that first.
Yeah, well, it's a by-election, Honeyton and Tiverton on Thursday. The Conservatives are defending a 24,000 majority, and the Liberal Democrats are favourites. They're 1-4 to win. And if they do, it'll be the biggest upset ever in British politics by-elections, because to overturn a majority of that magnitude is pretty extraordinary. So, as you say, I've been to Devon, and it's quite a grueler getting there.
Yeah.
But anyway, what we did, we've had a free bet offer, so people could bet £1, or they'd have a £1 free bet, and if they win, say the Liberals win, they get 25p back. Yeah. If the Conservatives win, they get about a fiver, because the odds for a Conservative win 11-4. As I say, the Liberal Democrats 1-4. Labour have drifted. They're 250-1. The Greens are 500-1. It's a huge farming community. It goes from Exmoor to the Jurassic Coast. And overall, we've had over 500 bets. It's the biggest market for a by-election in 55 years of Betfred. And the majority are saying, as the odds are indicating, that it'll be a Liberal Democrat win, which is a huge bloody nose for Boris Johnson, being battled Prime Minister. And it'll that result, which should come early Friday morning, will send shockwaves right through to Downing Street.
Yeah, absolutely fascinating and certainly hotting up, as is the BBC Sports Personality of the Year, Matt Fitzpatrick, following his US Open win on Sunday. He's now priced at 8-1. Peter, fantastic for the lad.
Yeah, he's Sheffield, so he's not so far away from us, and he's son of a bank manager. He's got a very sort of dour personality, but that won't stop him winning the BBC Sports Personality of the Year. He's very, very particular how he goes about his business. He's been there or thereabouts in the golf circuit, and as you say, he pulled off that fantastic win. He's second only now to Ronnie O'Sullivan in the betting for that particular individual accolade. Harry Kane, he's drifting now to 9-1 after that horrendous performance by England. It's made us all start thinking about whether England can actually ever win the World Cup again. People are saying it's the greatest team for some time, but it's not really when you think back of teams with Lampard, Gerrard, Scholes, and players of that magnitude. It's not really on that level. Anyway, Harry Kane's gone to 9-1. That could change if England do anything at Qatar, because the England captain for the national sport will go higher up in the odds. Tyson Fury is still 10-1. George Russell, the young Grand Prix driver making his debut season for Mercedes, he's 14-1. Jordan Henderson, similar to Harry Kane, really. That'll depend on how England go in the World Cup after his exploits with Liverpool. Of course, he's 16-1. Emma Raducanu, she's 20-1. And again, that will alter if she does well and in fact competes in Wimbledon.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're going to move into some Betfred Super League news now, because the action continues on Thursday night. We've got league leaders St Helens there taking on Leeds. Peter, what are the odds looking like for this?
Well, as you say, we're into the business end of the season now, and we've got St Helens in the opener on Thursday night. They're playing against Leeds, and we've got the latest odds have Saints evens to make it 4 grand final triumphs on the run. Betfred have Catalan 7-2 second favourites, Wigan 4-1, Wigan playing Toulouse, Huddersfield 10-1. The big drifters, of course, are Warrington, continue to go downwards in that table. They're 25-1 now, although there are rumblings within the camp suggesting that they are going to get into the top 6. Well, we'll see. Warrington 25-1.
Excellent stuff. Well, there's always big winners at Betfred. This week has been no different. Peter, one of your punters has scooped £43,000 at the Royal Ascot. Congratulations to him, but how did he go about doing it?
Well, it was a day when all the bookies, including Betfred, had a bloody nose on Friday at Royal Ascot. We lost £2 million on that day alone. Anyway, we had this customer called Michael Baker, age 40, from Hereford, down at Heel 12 years ago. He was telling me he was on benefits. But he invested in a caravan business, and we all know how caravans have shot up in price during COVID.
Tell me about it.
So you can get a second-hand caravan for the price of a brand new one nowadays. Anyway, his business is going brilliantly now in Herefordshire, and he was in the pub on the Thursday night talking to his mates there. Anyway, they were discussing the next day at Royal Ascot. He listened to what they said. Next morning, he spent 10 minutes sorting out his selections, and they all won, all 5 won. So he had £15 each way accumulator on, and he won £43,122 on those 5 selections. He's going to spend his money on, well, he don't need a new watch because he's got a Rolex for his 40th birthday.
There you go.
He's been on holiday already to Paris and Vegas already this year. He's already got a place in Mallorca booked before he'd won, so he's clearly transformed his life, and he's got this huge victory now from us. He picked Fred's pocket big time, and he's going to use his money to invest in a hairdressing business in the village because he's got some friends there who are desperate to get on with that, and that's what they want to do. So he's going to do that.
Brilliant stuff.
It's a good way of spending it. He's getting treats for his wife and his children and everything as well, as you'd expect. He went back to the pub after he'd won. And celebrated by putting an open tab behind the bar, so anybody who went in and got a free drink that night.
Very generous.
It must be very busy. But anyway, there's someone who spend £100 between them.
Excellent stuff. Well, congratulations to him. Enjoy your winnings. It's all right for some. Well, just to recap, this Thursday the Super League action continues. We've got league leader St Helens taking on the Leeds Rhinos, and if you do fancy putting on that fixture or any other sport, Betfred stores are now open, but you can also bet online via their app.